Okay, I'm ready on Uriel, and then Miss Uriel, I believe I gave you instructions about remaining stationary, but I may not have. So I need you to be stationary. I need you to be seated in an upright position and ready to attend court. I cannot walk around on your camera. You're standing at the podium right now. We're standing at the, yeah, I'm frustrated too. Can you put your head up, take your hands off your eyes, and let's pretend that we're in court. If we can't pretend that we're in court physically, then we shall be in court physically.
Did you catch that? We're not even 30 seconds in. The judge is already done. Sierra walks in like she's on FaceTime, not facing charges. And y'all know first impressions in court? They matter. What would you do if the judge called you out like this in front of everyone? Drop your answer below.
No, it seems like your client is quite frustrated for some reason unknown to me. We just called the case, like we literally only called the case.
Sierra Renee, you're in.
I was talking to counsel. Counsel,
yes,
did we need adjournment? Did you need to talk to your client? I'm not real sure. How are you proceeding today? Because I'm not going to proceed like with hostility. That's how stuff go left, and then stuff goes left. Sometimes it's just better to be in person because then people, I don't know, they act a little better. Maybe they act a little less hostile. I don't know, counsel, but okay. Counsel, you've had an opportunity to speak with your client. How do you wish to proceed?
Yes, Judge. At this time, would you entertain a motion to withdraw?
I guess so.
Judge, there has been a
Go ahead.
I proceed. Thank you. There has been a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship. We have fundamental differences regarding our understanding of the facts in this case, as well as the application of the law to the facts. Based on that, I would motion to withdraw at this time, again, as there has been a breakdown in the attorney-client.
Boom. There it is. When your own lawyer asks to quit mid-hearing, that's red flag number 1, 2, and 3. Something behind the scenes is clearly boiling over. This isn't just a misunderstanding. This is total legal breakdown. And trust me, that never ends well for the defendant. Yourself.
Because Mr. Pernicano is the second lawyer that I've had appointed to you. Miss Uriel, I need you to look at me because you're looking up in the ceiling. Pernicano is the second lawyer that I've had appointed to you. And the only way that we do apple picking when it comes to picking lawyers is when we hire our own lawyers. So when you hire your own lawyer, then you get to decide what lawyer you want.
This is the part where the courtroom turns into a real-life reality show. Sierra's now on her second court-appointed attorney, and the judge isn't offering a third lightly. Pay attention to this. Once you're seen as difficult, the system becomes much less forgiving. She's towing the line, and it's about to snap.
People don't have to put up with people being disrespectful and rude and whatever. Again, you're looking up in the ceiling. And I'm trying to be patient this morning. People don't have to put up with being cursed at when they're trying to represent you. People don't. And I think you just cursed at me because I'm good at reading.
No, I did not. You're just trying to start something. I did not just curse at you.
You said I'm trying to start something, girl. Who you talking to?
Look at you. You're being rude right now.
She said I've been rude all morning. I've literally not said anything about the fact
I just tell you what you said.
I've literally not said anything about the fact that Miss Uriel is like literally in the bed. I've not even addressed the fact that she's in the bed, and she said I've been rude all morning. And then thankfully, I don't care if you're sitting up. It is inappropriate to come to court sitting up, laying down, sitting over the bed. I don't care if you're sitting up. I know you're sitting up. I can clearly see with my eyes that you are sitting up, because contrary to to your belief, because not popular to belief, I'm very intelligent. I can see that you're sitting up in the bed. What I also know is that you have been rude, and you cannot maintain a lawyer. I'm not inclined. So here's the situation.
And just like that slamming hands, eye rolls, exaggerated reactions, it all gets used against her. The court is watching everything, even when you're on mute. Remember, the virtual courtroom may feel casual, but the consequences, 100% real. This is how credibility dies in Zoom court.
In the video, as opposed to in the verbal record, because Ms. Sherrill is on mute, she is slamming her hands together. She is continuously talking while the court is talking. She is slamming her hands together. She now has her hands on her head, and it's just inappropriate. So we're going to come in person. Uriel does have her hand up, and I am going to allow for her to unmute, but I'm going to state in advance and for the record that if you are rude, if you are yelling, if you are anything other than, and then let the record reflect that she is also sent directly to me, which is inappropriate, right? She has sent a chat saying, so I'm trying to figure out, you just.
Listen closely right here, because this is the moment Sierra loses the room completely. The yelling, the interruptions, the "you don't know anything about me" energy. It's not just emotional lights the moment the judge starts questioning her fitness to even stand trial.
Ms. Sherrill, what do you want to say to the court?
I just asked, could I speak, and you just looked around and didn't say anything.
Ms. Sherrill, what do you want to say to the court? This is my last time asking you.
Okay, what I want to say to the court is, how y'all just go off of what some lawyer saying? You ain't asked me not one question. You ain't asked me nothing. You ain't asked me nothing.
First of all, lower your voice, because you're yelling at me.
Because you sitting here trying to make it just off of what a lawyer said.
First of all, you're yelling at me, and I'm not going to allow that. Second of all, I specifically said, so let's rewind.
No, I know exactly what you said.
Because your memory is not, your memory. Let me disable the chat, because Ms. Sherrill continues to speak to me in the chat, which is inappropriate. So I'm going to disable the chat. And then we are going to, Ms. Sherrill, if you would stop yelling, if you would pay attention, then I would take you off mute. But like literally right now, you're yelling, literally. And the only reason that we can't hear is because you're.
Boom. Game over for now. The judge isn't just throwing up her hands. She's calling for a competency evaluation. That's code for, is this person even mentally able to participate in?
Get my babysitter in order. Now, what's interesting to me is that I've not said anything about locking anybody up. We're coming in I'm literally trying to get Miss. Well, let me say this to you, so you can unmute, because what's going to happen is if you keep cursing at me, what's going to happen is you are going to get locked up. Now, it's not
your goal anyway. That's your game plan.
You don't know anything about me. So we're going to come in person January 31st at 9:02. We're going to contact the Michigan Indigent Defense Council, and we're also going to order a competency evaluation. So this is third lawyer.